talk about a little bit about the Ten Commandments. As you see, I've recently published a book on the subject, just to get the business end out of the way. The books are for sale, and I will be available at the end of this and perhaps future sessions to sign as well. Religious symbol in the world. They're also sometimes a subject of contention. Again, I will take the country I grew up in the United States, where the Ten Commandments are seen as symbolic of one side of the political discourse, the side that embraces religion, that would like to see more religion in the public square in the United States, that would love to see the Ten Commandments displayed, right? The display of the Ten Commandments in public places has become the subject of several major Supreme Court cases. 90% of Americans, according to polls, have a very strong opinion as to whether or not the Ten Commandments should be posted in front of a public building, whereas only 40% of Americans can name more than 4 of them. Okay, now, in Israel too, by the way, polls show a tremendous degree of support for the Ten Commandments. According to one poll I saw, 93% of Israelis say that they believe in the Ten Commandments. 88% of secular Israelis say they believe in the Ten Commandments. And yet, I bet if you ask a lot of those people to name them, you're going to discover something perhaps a little bit better than the Americans do, but not much. What's happened is, over many generations, is that the Ten Commandments have become a symbol. They perhaps always were a symbol, but they've become a symbol at the expense of their teaching, at the expense of their text. They've become 2 empty tablets. Maybe they have lines on them, or they have, as I said, Roman numerals, and an aleph, and a bet here, and a gimel. But to say that they are a rich text in the way that we Jews, for thousands of years, have been taught to deal with texts, that is to say, to read them and study them, the Ten Commandments have become a rather strange part of our culture.